Good evening, everyone. While our last performance of the evening is getting set up, I'd like to take this time to extend a very heartfelt thank you to the many individuals who have come together in order to make today's program a resounding success. Firstly, I'd like to thank our special guests of the evening, Chief Guest Vijayan Kurukal and Mr. Raghavan Paranjodi. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here and for saying kind words to encourage our students here today. I'd also like to thank our sponsors, Mr. Manoharan Subramaniam and rheumatologist Dr. Kamini Manoharan. Of course, I'd like to thank all of the students, parents, friends, and family who have joined us today, music lovers alike. Thank you so much for sharing this space with us and for encouraging our upcoming talent and our School of Music here today. I'd also like to take a second to commend all the mothers who have put in extra effort today to make today possible. Of course, parents, it goes without saying, you bring your kids to class, you spend the time, you have the patience to continue to encourage them even when it feels like they don't really want to be here. So thank you so much for always being that pillar of support for our students. But I wanted to also just say a special thank you to all the mothers who really put in time after hours to come in and support us and help us arrange everything for today's program. I'd also like to thank the accompaniments. So we had a number of very talented musicians here with us today to support our students and provide so much enrichment to their performances. So on violin, we had Vishnuga, who is a student of Violin Vidwan J. Devan Nair. Also on the violin, we had a few students of Sangeeta Vidwan Dhanadavi Mitra Deva, including Vaishni, Sai Haran, and Sai Sharan. On flute, we had Vishnu Kandanchata, who is a student of Sir G.B. Shruti Sagar. And on tabla, we had Rajbhavan Rajkumar. Thank you so much for your support today. We also had a few Miradangam students of Miradanga Vidwan Gauri Shankar Balachandran, including Arangan, Tarun, Kidan. And then on keyboard, we had Premiga Jayat Chandran, who is a keyboard student of Bhairavi Fine Arts. And on Veena, last but not least, we had Varnan, who is a student of Srimati Kukanesri Satyamurthy, as well as Murthy Master. Again, if I forgot anyone, I truly apologize. All of you, we truly appreciate your efforts and for supporting our students, no matter how small or big. It takes a lot of patience, and coming into rehearsals and all of that, that time doesn't go unseen. So thank you so much for your encouragement. I'd also like to take a second to thank all of our audio, video, and media support team today. So Yadu and team, thank you so much for your support on audio. On video, we had Cyan Vision Videography, Mr. Sean Sativel. So thank you so much for your videography today. And then we also had Chandan on the camera behind the lens, who is part of CS Media. Thank you so much. Also, I'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to Sama's very own Anushka Muresh, who supported us beautifully as our MC for tonight. Of course, Thamil Kalaamanram, thank you so much for the hall, and volunteers, Karuna Uncle and Rangan Uncle, thank you so much for your support today. Also, Satish Uncle, who is helping us with the food and everything behind the scenes, so thank you so much for all of your help. Also for our stage decor, thank you so much, Mr. Sivaruban. And I'd like to also take a second, as a student myself of South Asian Music Academy, and some of you may know I'm also the daughter of Srimati Kulanayaky Vivekananthan. I'd like to take a moment on behalf of all students to thank our guru, Srimati Kulanayaky Vivekananthan, for all of her efforts, seen and unseen, to not just put today's program together, but to support our students and support preserving our culture for 30 plus years. She's not just a music teacher. Yes, that definitely deserves a huge round of applause. I don't know where she is. She's probably helping arrange the last kids. If you've seen her or not, she's been go, go, go this whole program. Even if somebody forces her to take a seat, she will be right back up, making sure that everything is going smoothly. So I'm sure you are all familiar with, how she is and the efforts that she puts into not just teaching our kids music, but imparting so much of our culture, teaching them discipline, teaching them perseverance. And there's just lessons that go way beyond the classroom in terms of teaching this art. So thank you, Amma, for always putting in all of that effort and for putting your children, all of them, first. Behind every hardworking music teacher, there is an arguably harder working spouse. So I'd also like to take this time to thank Mr. Vivekananthan. He is her unpaid and on-demand Uber driver, program coordinator, and at-home chef. So thank you so much, Appa, for everything you do behind the scenes. Once again, I'd just like to extend my heartfelt thank you to everyone who has made this program a success. I'm so happy to see so many of you have stayed behind to support all of our children, even if your students went up or your children went up first. Thank you so much for staying till the end of the program. We have one more performance to go, then we will be handing out a token of appreciation to our students as well, and we'd love to take a group picture with as many students as possible who are here at that time. So thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for your support. And just to the students of Sama, as growing young adults, I'm sure you can all think of a time where you accomplished something through music class. Maybe it was finally memorizing that song. Maybe it was finally being able to sing that really difficult gamakam, or successfully being able to master your trikalam in your Ragam Thana Pallavi, which, shout out to the senior group. They did a wonderful job with their Ragam Thana Pallavi today. There's a deep satisfaction that comes with working on bettering yourself, and I highly encourage you to continue working on your craft. From my own personal experience, no matter how long I've strayed away from music, I always find myself coming back to it. My regret is not singing on stage with you all today, but maybe next year. But I will say, the art that's within you is your peaceful place to rest when the world gets heavy, and it's something that nobody can take away from you. So I highly encourage all of our students to continue on with this path for as long as you can and find that within yourself. Thank you. Enjoy the last program. I'm going to hand it back to Anushka to introduce our last group for this evening.